Okay, so we don't normally do two videos on the same radio, but I found a few more. Found quite a few more. And I just don't have the time to sell them singularly. So I'm going to sell 4. But they'll be at a price that I think someone who's really interested in Kenwood and these here that want to have a bit of a play with them will be fine with. So basically, we tested one and now, good point, 700 A. Oh, just to be clear, one's a 700 and the others are 700As. 700A, 700A. Now, all of them will need pots cleaned and, VFOs probably just sprayed a bit, etc. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Does anyone make you a liar out of me? Hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Bit off frequency there. 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. What I might do is just quickly go through, plug each one in because I've forgotten which one we did the video on earlier. Anyway, but just want to see them actually light up and do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. A little bit off frequency. A lot of power coming. Yeah, good there. And keep in mind the 700 was the one where they actually did the 145. It's just a little bit different layout to here. They just hit drive and you set up on your VFO level, etc. Let's turn that down. Anyway, next. Okay, unit number 2. So number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Get a fair bit of power out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't tuned it or anything. 1, 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's unit number 2. Okay. Now, actually, I know that is the unit we tested before. We'll give it a quick test again in a second, but the reason I know that one has an N-type connector on it, all the others had normal UHF PL259. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, yeah, lots of power coming out of that. So, she's another worker. Now, it'd be pretty embarrassing if this one didn't work after we just did it just only moments ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, no problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 units there, and I'm not going to kid you. All of them will need controls cleaned and bits and pieces, just to the transmitting and receiving. The VFOs on these probably will need a clean. I'm just remembering back years ago. I just haven't got time to get into these at the moment. But that's going to be 4 of these for the ginormous. Well, hang on, sorry, I should tell you what comes with them. We've got a 1 240 volt cord, 1 12 volt cord, so you're going to have to dig up, and 1 microphone. So basically you're going to have to dig up some mics and dig up some 4-pin plugs that go onto these things, because I am really scarce on those at the moment. I don't know where the ones for this have gone to. Now keep in mind, on these are all 240 volt 12 volt units, so you're getting a 240 volt plug and a 12 volt, so you can copy the wiring. Obviously if you're running a home base, you might as well run them as 240 volts. It makes no sense to, it's entirely up to the buyer. But as you can tell, these ones were all really good collection fronts that we had, and we had them set up in the museum, and they, well, sorry, not all of them. I think we had 1 or 2 in the museum, and to be very honest, I think 2 or 3 or 4. We had a few of these. Some have already sold, but some are out in the American barn as well. So just try and be as honest as I can on the heads up. Biggest problem with this will be probably the weight. I think it'll be 2 parcels of 20 kilos each. I can't remember what they weigh, but I'm guessing about 5 kilos each. Sorry, no, I'm not. I'm guessing about 8 to 10 kilos each. I'll have to check that, but if you become serious, the whole 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're basically going to be sold as a job lot at $500 for the whole lot. And I think anyone that gets that is, obviously you've got to be somebody that's interested in this style of operation and certainly restoration for that matter, as I was doing. But yeah, look, this is just a price. We've sold a 700A for sort of 350 before, in this sort of condition. So whoever buys this job lot, is really for $500. I don't know. I mean, look, who knows? People may complain. Don't know. Anyway, we'll see. But if you think that this is a bit of you, well, just send me an email at brenton@posnav.com.au, and I just want to clear some shelves at the moment. I've got another car coming in that's hopefully one going too. I need the space, but I need to move some shelves fairly soon, so I'm starting to get, if you want to know what desperate is, yeah, we're getting there. It's only as far as space, so I just need the space, and certainly these might make a nice job lot for somebody who's a little bit handy and loves having a bit of a play with. You won't have to do very much with these, I must admit, but by the same token, they're sold as a job lot as is, and if I'm just trying to think whether we put it on VK Classifieds as an auction and just start the price at $500 and leave it at $500, or just put it up as $500. So look, you know what, I don't really want to have it sit around. I think we'll just put it up as a $500 offering on VK Class and with Al on the site, and then you know what you're paying, what you're getting, and and there's none of this having to play around with seeing when the auction finishes, and which irritates me too, by the way. I'm just not a patient person, so I just honestly want to be able to know whether I've bought something or not. And lately there's been a few things where I've had to be a bit patient because it's just the way things are. Anyway, that's it. Three TS 700As. So keep in mind 700A, 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 and one TS 700 was the slightly earlier model, and they were all actually great little radios. I loved them. Back in the day, I had one years and years ago, way before we started collecting this sort of stuff. And for 144.1, it was a really good receiver. And when you spend a bit of time on these things and really get it peaked to what you want, I never really used these much as an FM radio, to be honest. It was always a 144.1 radio, and so I couldn't tell you much about how well they worked on FM. But I do remember that, we were forever sort of, a couple of hints, we were forever deoxiding switches on these in the workshop. Used to get the fixed switch would sometimes get a bit of rubbish on it, sometimes the band switch, and the VFO just needed a bit of cleaning up at times. But apart from that, they weren't too bad. They didn't have any historic, big issues with output stages or anything, or they're pretty reliable. Keep in mind they're low power, 20 watts, so they're not 100 watt units. So you may want to consider putting a little amplifier on it if you're going to do some tropo sort of fun, which is sort of happening right now. So good time to put these up for sale, I suppose. Although it is a special person that wants 4 of them and doesn't want just one. So I don't know what we do if we get someone that says, look, I just want one. I think we do just say right now it's being sold as a job lot. Then it clarifies it, makes it easier for people. All right, one job lot, $500, 4 radios. Thanks very much. Drop us an email at brenton@posnav.com.au. And thanks for everything. Look, I've got a lot of emails over the weekend in response to our other stuff we're asking about, and guys, really appreciate it. Big sing out to Chris DeVos. Hang on, how can I not do that? This is because Chris DeVos down in Melbourne, he gave me this, which was great. Then I've been able to do this, and then we'll be able to turn this radio here. Now, I said it was a Super Bengal Mark II, but it's not. It's actually a Roadstar, but it is a Super Bengal Mark II. Just different colour front and different label, but still a Mark II. It was just the easiest way to get across. So Brenton, with his colour pens here, as you can see, has worked out how he's going to work that out. Chris, big thank you, mate. Absolutely appreciate that. That was just what I needed, because I just didn't want to sit there having to work out the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, blah, 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 on an LED block versus the pinout of the switch. That just seemed like too much work, so you made my life easy. All right, 73 is all. Hopefully somebody grabs this, because I need the space. Thanks very much, guys. All the best.